Welcome, guys. It's Tarot on the Beach, special beach edition, I should say, with Tarot Mia Moore. Always caught special when we're on the beach. And Mondays are always Aries and Taurus day for the singles and
Hola
couples
amigos.
readings. Yazda, David.
David.
And here we have the singles, the four pillars read. I already had to set it up for technical reasons. One day we don't have wind and we run out of time.
Sí.
So we have plenty of time. I just want to cut back on the shuffling and everything. So your person here, we're looking at, this is for super singles. They're like, we're clearing the runway, we're bringing them down and bringing them in, and they're the one that's for you. They're not the next X, the next problem. So we got to keep that in mind as we read this. It's a little different here where we're looking at it. So what we're going to try to do is identify who they are. And we're looking at their emotional nature, here their intellectual, and here this is their sexual and love nature, and here this is core values and lifestyle. So don't let the devil scare you too much. It's not this reading, and it does. Although I'm going to start. I'd like to start over here with their core values and their lifestyle, because I look to for stories. So if someone starts telling you this story, and we get these vibes, we'll go into their emotional and intellectual nature, because sex you don't really know till it happens. But if they start telling you stories, and it's like, wow, okay, that's exactly the story Daryl Moore said they were going to say. So this person overcame addiction. I think the devil's just straight up here. And the King of Cups is straight up saying that they mastered themselves emotionally. And the King means very well. I think you're dealing with probably a mature person. If not in age, then in wisdom. Maybe someone passed their first Saturn return. Okay. I don't think this is a young person. And they may be working in that field, okay, with the King of Cups. But so your person now, they're going to tell you a story like that of overcoming whatever they went through to get to be this King of Cups here. And this person, they don't do drama. They don't do passive aggressive. They just, like, they would probably call it out. Like, if you were in a relationship with them and you did something passive aggressive, they would be like, and in a very cool way, because this is your person, remember? So they'd be very cool with you. They would give you a hug and they'd kiss you on the forehead and say, that was passive aggressive, right? Like, they're the master, okay? So I think that's something that might stand out, because you're going to tell each other your stories, and definitely might get there. Now, emotionally, with the Ace of Wands, and you have here the Nine of Swords, I first laid that out, okay? And before this was even out, already I thought, like, maybe childhood problems. And, the Ace of Wands is someone being very strong and being alone, I think, in their childhood here. They probably, like, they will tell you, because this came to mind when I saw, before I even did any of the rest, when those two came out, I thought of someone saying, I raised myself. It might say to you, I raised myself. And, something very much to that effect. And maybe that's why later, they had these issues to work through here. But emotionally, too, I gotta think they'd be kind of guarded. But it's like with the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Swords, when you're sitting and talking to them, I see them being kind of really engaged, like leaning towards you, like when you're talking, and being a listener more. But they want to speak. It's like they're kind of gonna, maybe you'll pick up on this. There's a vibe with them, like they always are kind of wanting to give you their real opinion. They go for it, really express themselves fully, but they hold back a lot. Remember, it's your person, and then the way that may come out, they just listen a lot, but like listen kind of enthusiastic. Wow, yeah, oh gosh, oh my God, oh, that must have felt terrible. What'd you do then? And really engage with you, but not so much about themselves. Um, not so enthusiastic. You might could see the change, like if they're like that and they're like, wow, okay, and then you're like, hey, well, what about you, soulmate, Taurus? What about you? What about? They're like, oh, I don't know. It's like they might just change, like their whole demeanor from being very kind of vibrant, Ace of Wands, to be like, And so this is all part of their journey, what they've had to deal with. So if you see that going on, you'll kind of know. You can kind of guide that a little bit, and say, well, hey, what about you? And you see a very similar energy up here with the Six of Wands intellectually, right next to the Ace of Wands. Well, of course, it's our unconscious and our unconscious here and conscious self here, the mind. So with the Six of Wands, again, somebody that's really engaged, and wants to get attention, I think, and they may have with the Six of Wands a brilliant intellect, like they can think really fast. They're really creative, really vibrant kind of energy, and it's so much similar because look what's underneath of it here, the Five of Cups. It's like, God, I kind of feel sorry for them. It's a little bit of a struggle for them still, and they've really mastered their own emotions there, but it's still probably a struggle for them. And this person really would benefit from encouragement and the balanced kind of relationship that you would bring to them. I think it would allow them to express themselves. And really, with the Six of Wands in the intellectual position, and then with the Five of Cups, there's probably so much more that they could do. I just get the feeling with them, and you may get the feeling as you're talking to them, like, wow. It's like as you're talking to them, you're going to be like, why are you working at Starbucks as a barista, or why aren't you? I mean, because you just could be kind of amazed by the creative and imaginative nature of their intellect, which I think will stand out, kind of intellect. So you'll notice that together too. And you got to say with the King of Pentacles and the Hermit that emotionally we've talked about what they've gone through, and they're the King of Cups. Okay, so to keep that balance, they have to maintain. There's this element here. They're not going to have sex right away, even probably with you, but also even their whole life. There might sexually be a little element where they kind of have to hold back a part of themselves, hold on to a part of themselves, with the Hermit underneath here. Remember, this is your person, so just kind of be aware of that. Like everything that they've been through in order for them to be this King of Cups, okay? And be the master and the king of their kingdom. Maybe that's a little bit what they have to do here. So I'm saying it because you may feel that. Very much similar. I guess goes right along with the emotional aspects here. So, but could be a Capricorn Mars or Earth Mars here, or Taurus Mars. And Venus could be, Virgo's the Hermit card. But I almost get more like a Pisces energy if they're withdrawing sort of here. So look for that in their sign. Definitely like an Earth Mars. Could be an Earth Venus too. So there'd be someone that's loyal too. I should say with the Venus energy of this. This is a loyalty. This is not someone who's going to. It's even more than loyalty. They're just steady. Steady in what they do. Solid. They don't once they make up their mind, or because they think it through and they know, okay, this is what I want to do, and they're not going to jump ship in any way, shape, or form, relationship or otherwise, I'm guessing. Okay. So let us know, Taurus. Join a dating site, go out, meet this man, meet this woman, and let us know. You'll probably get to a lot of this online. I know it's COVID. Join an online dating site. Oh wait, they're all online now. Thank you guys. Like